What's going on, guys? Man, what a day yesterday. What a day. Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys caught that move yesterday on the spy after during Jerome Powell's questions, Q&A session. That was a fun time. We nailed some puts in the Discord. I'll show you guys here in a little bit the trade, how it went down, and what the alerts looked like. But we did really well yesterday. It was like I said yesterday in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna be pretty hands off. Just gonna flip through charts, talking live on the mic in the chat room. But I probably wasn't gonna trade. I almost took a Tesla trade that would have worked out really nicely, and the reason I didn't take it was because the implied volatility on those contracts was obscene, and I just couldn't manage my risk in a way I liked on it. And the trade would have worked out. I would have banged out a good winner, but it would have been just a 1-to-1 with way too much risk on it. So I went ahead and took a pass on it. And just waited. I waited all day, and I didn't really get my first trade until like after 2:30. We'll take a look at the alerts later. Maybe it'll show the timestamp on it there in the Discord. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll just show the date. Usually when time has elapsed like this, for some reason on the Discord the timestamps just go away. But either way, it was a banger, and I alerted it live in the chat, alerted it live on the microphone. It was a really, really nice trade. Best take profit was right around 85% gainer, so that was a nice one. But I hope everyone's doing well and ready to start to end this week strong. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, then we're off into the weekend. And looking at the SPY today, it's looking like maybe it'll be a little choppy, to be honest. It's right in the middle of a little trading range here, and I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with it today. I'm going to have to wait and see here, but we'll jump into those charts now. And before we do me a quick favor, guys, hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously with the algorithm. And let me start bringing up those charts here. And we'll start getting into it. Well, we had a little, oh boy, a little technical difficulty there. There we go. Give me a second here. Let me put out a couple tweets and stuff like that. Let everybody know we're live. And come on over and join us. Yo, good morning. The Beast, Diego, Humberto, Joe. What's up, guys? Happy to see you on here. Give me 1 second here. And we'll start getting ready to work here. If you guys want, you can start getting ready to throw out some tickers there, and I'll be happy to take a look at those charts for you. Let me let everyone know over in Discord that we're over here now. Everyone, let's plan the day live on YouTube. Got that out there. Anyone new? Here is the free Discord link. You can come join us. Day Trading Daddy, what's up? Smitty, good morning. All right. So, you guys have any tickers you want me to take a look at for you this morning? Or any questions? Or you want me to just jump into yesterday's trade? We can definitely do that. So here's yesterday. Here's yesterday's action on the SPY. Right here in this moment, we had the statement be released, and the statement gets released in like little portions, at least on CNBC. little portions. It gets released. Boom, boom, boom. Little small portions. And that was the moment the statement was released by the Fed. And what happens there typically is that you have algorithms start to pick up on keywords. And you'll get random moves. Notice how you get random. Look at that pop. Random big volume pop out of nowhere. Right? And then what do you get? A little downside move. Takes it all back and some. And then what do you get? That was right there. More news, more segments of the statement were released, right? And then what do you get? A little pop, a little consolidation, and then Jerome starts talking around 2:30. Okay, so right around here is when Jerome Powell gets on the mic, starts talking. And then, you know, they ask him about inflation, they ask him about tapering, they ask him about the balance sheet runoff and all that good stuff. And then at some point in here, he basically said, you know, that the economy looks strong, that they can raise it. They're not planning to, but that they can raise interest rates a little bit quicker. He talked about the balance runoff sheet, that, you know, they want to do it right after they start raising interest rates. And the market didn't like that. We got that quick drop. Right? We got that quick drop right there. And that's when I was on the microphone in chat talking to everybody throughout the whole thing. You know, throughout the moment the statement was released, what I was seeing in it, then talking about what Jerome was doing and talking and saying. And then right in here, we got that first little bounce. Went ahead and grabbed puts. Let me grab the Discord and I'll show you guys those alerts. Here you go. So yesterday at 2:52 p.m. Yep, there it is. There's the timestamp. High risk long starter SPY put option 437 strike, but that was a mistake. I quickly fixed it down here. January 28th expiration, 472 entry, stop of SPY over 438 area, 435 strike. I got on the mic and say, guys, that's an error. It's 435 strike. Taking some profits, 521, 607. 638. Then I really start to hold on. 701, 833, 873 flat. A little bit after 3:20 p.m. Guys, that was a beast trade. That was a beast trade. So we caught the entry in here, and we just started taking profits all throughout that nasty drop, and got flat down here in front of this line. This line, we had it drawn there all afternoon. It was this area right here of bounce on the SPY. So we figured the SPY could bounce in that area, and sure enough, it did. Came back. Those put options right around back here somewhere, they were already over like at $5 when I had taken profits at 873, and they actually got over 9. They lit when we broke down here. Those put options were over $9. Beast. And now we're just trading here in that little range right now. Well, it's not a little range by any means, but it's in the middle of the range. So that was yesterday's trade. That was yesterday's trade. All right, let me take a quick look here. ARDS. I'll take a look at that for you. ARDS. ARDS, nice pop here, good volume, consolidating sideways. Is there news on this? Let's go ahead and find out real quick. Hey guys, do me a quick solid. We got 25 people watching the stream, but we only got 12 likes. Help me out there, hit that like button. Really goes a long way with the YouTube algorithm. All right, so ARDS. No recent news on this that I see. Yeah, no recent news on ARDS that I see, guys. But level to watch for sure would be this 50-day moving average. See if that acts as an area of support. You can see here previously support there in that range, in that price level. Here on this daily chart. So maybe watch out for some support there. If that level holds, you might, you have room. If that level holds in the 212, You got room all the way up here to this 100-day moving average, which is the level we found resistance so far in pre-market. It also coincides with this top. All right. Whoa, nice, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for hitting that like button. It really helps out. So Xcla, next one. We'll go ahead and take a look at that one for you. Xcla. It's very light volume here in pre-market. Not a lot going on with that name. Yeah, not a lot going on with that name at all. Let's see here. So yesterday it had news, announced a share buyback of up to 100 million shares of common stock at $1 per share through an exchange offer of new notes. So, you know, not a lot going on right there right now, but you can definitely keep eyes on this level. See if yesterday's close holds support around 55. You know, maybe it holds support there, so we'll see. What else you guys got there you want me to look at? Xcla. Robert, you were red on the SPY $1,000. What did you do? Did you buy calls? Did you buy calls during the speech, during the Q&A session? We went after those puts. So ARDS, Xcla, we already went over that one. Check out LC, Umberto. Guys, Umberto is our swing trader mod over at the daytraderchatroom.com. I mean, this one, yeah, I mean, there's definitely opportunity there if it can crack that 1760s for that full gap fill, but it's gone down a lot. You know, it's at this crucial level. If it breaks that level, if it breaks this level, then yeah, we should flush it a little bit. Let me move this chat because my microphone is, I got this big old Yeti and it's blocking my screen. I can barely see you guys. Okay, so let me move this really quickly so I can see the chat a little bit better. Also remember, guys, you can come join us in the Discord for free right here. Okay, so what's next? XERS. XERS. Oh, this has no volume. This has no volume. There's really nothing to watch here. You got 220, 230 resistance, potential $2 support, but there's no volume on this thing. Look at this. These dashes are zero volume trades basically. So I'd stay away from that if it were me. American Airlines. You got clear 15, mid 15s support right now. You can see that there, back here. Previous level of resistance, turn support. You have a little minor level right here in the 16s. Little minor level there. And then you have $17 resistance right there, which coincides with the support zone back here, resistance here. Scroll back some. Yeah, a little structure back here. I mean, this is a really choppy play right now. Cindy, good morning. IMMX. I mean, this one's still downtrending. You definitely want to see it continue holding at least these 350s, but it's been downtrending. It's not doing that well. You'll have these 450s that'll probably continue being some sort of resistance zone. That's about it. There's not a whole lot of information on this chart either. NIO. You know, NIO is not terrible. I mean, it's held up pretty well. you definitely want to see it hold this level. Look at this past level here. Used to be tremendous resistance. You'd like to see it hold support now, but the problem is these tech stocks, they're going to suffer now as interest rates climb. You know, even if it's little by little, these tech stocks that aren't really profitable companies yet, they're going to suffer. So it's one of those things that if you believe in it long term and you're investing in it, dollar cost averaging into it is the way to go at that point. You got in calls, got faked out, was down 2K, then got in puts, made back 1K. Oh, Robert, man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, we caught puts. See, you know what? I'll go over it really quickly again. Just really quickly, bullet points. We didn't get in this mess here because I got on the mic and I told everybody, I'm not touching this. This is all algorithms picking up on pieces of the statement that was released, you know, keywords. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait until Jerome gets on the mic. And when he got on the mic and started answering questions and whatnot, a little bit after that, around 250, entered put options right here on this little bear flag. And bang, we nailed a nice 85% gainer. Okay, so what's up, Sean? Welcome to the morning stream, my man. MRIN. Guys, remember when you put a ticker out, try to put it all in caps so I know it's a ticker. There's no volume in MRIN and it's still fading. So it's nothing here. There's really not much here. You'd want to see it hold these 280s at least. But if it cracks that, it's got room to fall to 250s. Under that, then you got this big old gap right here that it might attempt to fill all the way down to the 150s. MRIN has no volume. ARDS, $1.9 million grant award from Bill. Yeah, I don't see it here. If you can, throw out a link to that news release, because I looked here and I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that. Not even on Yahoo Finance. Look. Latest piece of news here was 29 days ago. I don't see anything on my broker. Morning, Paul. What's going on? How'd you do yesterday? You remember, guys, yesterday I said in the morning the SPY would be, a little bit choppy, maybe a little range bound. I know some people, messaged me. They lost a couple bucks in the morning. They were like, damn, Jesse, I should have listened to you. I should have not traded the morning, waited for the Fed announcement. And I was like, we all learn that way, we all learn that way at some point or another. There's certain things that we'll learn off of somebody else, and then there's certain things we got to learn for ourselves. So yesterday that was fun. In the morning I just sat on my hands, and then we nailed those SPY put options in the afternoon. BX. Go ahead and take a look at BX. Experienced by fire. Baldy 385. That was a good one. Yeah, it happens. And me personally, my personal philosophy, I try to learn things, whatever they are. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about necessarily just stocks. I try to learn things from people who have already been there and done it. So that kind of curves. It kind of curves my education on the subject matter. But there are things that I have to learn by myself by just slamming my head against the freaking wall and figuring it out. And that's just how we are by nature. That's all. Guys, first 30 days are on us. Check out the link there. Come join the DTC Lite program over at the Discord. So BX, let's go ahead and take a look at that for you. So 43 minutes ago, Blackstone stock rises as profits nearly double and total assets set quarterly record. So good earnings report by Blackstone. Okay, so this 118, 117 zone, previous resistance there, previous support here. That'll be a level to watch on this thing, and it's testing it now. Outside of that, you'd probably want to see bottom support kick in around this 200-day moving average. It can have some room here towards 125, even the 130s, where you have this this 50-day and this 100-day moving average. Something to watch for there. Yeah, Paul. Yeah. Now you know for next time, typical of Wednesday Fed meeting, the finale there, let's say, that's typically more often than not how it'll behave. And I'll tell you what, yesterday wasn't bad at all because the SPY has such big range now that there was plenty of movement there that one could get and scalp. Like I was saying on the microphone in the Discord, these are scalp moves. You'd get in there, scalp, and I'm not a huge scalper, so I just sat on my hands. I just sat on my hands there at that point. But it was worth it because then we banged out that 85% gainer in the afternoon. Paul, you're waiting for some days off to join? Yeah, man. Go for it. You got the first month is free. You can start getting a feel for it whenever you want. Any other tickers, guys? Throw them up there and chat for me. If not, then we'll start getting ready to jump into some of these tickers here on the scans. GDP. Let's see what they have to say out here about that today. U.S. gross domestic GDP product likely ramped up in the final months of 2021, with still solid consumer spending helping stoke growth and offset early negative impacts from the variant. The Bureau of Economic Analysis is set to release its first estimate of the fourth quarter GDP on Thursday. Here are the main metrics economists expect from that print. Based on consensus estimates compiled by Bloomberg, GDP quarter over quarter annualized 5.5% expected, 2.3% in Q3. Personal consumption 3.3% expected, 2.0% in Q3. Core personal consumption expenditures quarter over quarter 4.9% expected, 4.6% in Q3. Consumer spending should help drive acceleration as early holiday shopping and service recovery earlier in the quarter helped to lift overall consumption. Right now the SPY is still in that range bound. So I don't know. I'm thinking today today might be a choppy day on the SPY. It feels almost as if the SPY is like, I don't know what to do with myself right now and all this information. That's why I didn't swing anything too. We were going to swing the puts, but you have to understand that sorry, I looked at the time because I don't want the time to get away from us from making our watch list. You have to understand that statement, and even Jerome Powell on the microphone yesterday, it was almost like a non-event. It was almost like, like the market was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. It's not that big. It's not that big of news. It's not that big difference. You didn't really say much, and that's why you got this action here. You got the dump that we took a part of. We caught this move right here. Literally that move. We missed this. And obviously you can never try to capture the whole thing. We didn't catch that. So we caught that chunk right there, was plenty. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to swing puts because this really wasn't worthy of swinging puts. So I just got flat the last piece here. And I'm glad I did, because look at the market. It hasn't done much since. You know? Right now, it's almost as if it's like, I don't know what I want to do yet. And that today could be choppy. Today could actually be really, really, really choppy. So, you know, it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to wait and see at this point. It feels like it's like we're going to have to wait and see. Yeah. Yeah, Baldy, exactly. ARDS. ARDS. Let's take a look at that. Jobs report, I don't really think that's going to have a huge impact anymore. It hasn't in a long time. Really what's moving the market right now is talks about inflation, balance sheet runoff. That's it. Interest rates, yes, they'll move a little bit, but the market's already cooked in 3 to 4 interest rate hikes. What the market is still unsure about, and what they gave no real clarity to yesterday, is the balance sheet runoff. And I'm glad they left it that way. You know why? Because now balance sheet runoff is what's going to move the market. And that's what's going to give us the volatility. Do I think the SPY moving forward here, the rest of this week and next week is going to be giving us, and next month giving us those huge 15% intraday moves, 15 points, 12 points, 10 points? Probably not. But if the SPY moves 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, that's still a good range. That's still a good range, We'll jump back into that really quick. Let me check on our ARDS for Paul. Too late to capitalize? Too late to capitalize on what? Like buying it in pre-market? I don't buy stocks in pre-market for day trades. So I don't think it's too late, but you want to see it hold these 212s. $2 at least. SPY. So I think the SPY is just going to be trading almost in this range here between 427 and 437. It's a 10-point range. That's plenty of room. So I think that's what's going to happen. Nene, te quiero. Bye, Nene. My wife opened the door here to give me my Cuban coffee, and my daughter was like, Papa! Love it. All right, so let's start jumping into these scans here. I don't think I missed any tickers. It's rainy out there, guys. Man, I don't know. Today feels like a good day to be in bed, watch some Netflix. ARDS, we're going to put up on the watch list here. So let me start bringing up that watch list. Guys, if you're new to the stream, and you don't get our watch list, we can get this watch list sent out to you later this morning for free. All right, it'll be in your inbox. Paul, anytime. Anytime. Hey, Smitty. Here you go, guys. The most I can do for you. Wait, where is it? There we go. As close as I can get it to share it with you. Oh, I gotta welcome a new member. I got a new welcome to the new member, DTC Light. Medi, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Guys, Medi signed up, and your first month is free. So congrats on grabbing that deal, and welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the DTC Live program. Looking forward to trading with you today live. All right, so ARDS, let's put this one up on the watch list here. ARDS. I still don't see the news on that one. I know somebody mentioned, I think it was Sean earlier, mentioned that it's from the Bill Gates. They got Bill Gates money from their man. I forgot the title of the place. They gave them like 1 point something million, but I don't see that news headline anywhere. So I'm just gonna write it up as like rumored for now. Watching for the $2 area to hold support. Could have room towards 285 zone. 100-day MA. So far I have here ARDS rumored to have money from Bill Gates, the Gates Foundation. Watching for that $2 area. Oh, Diego, you're ready. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you on there. You know, let me show you really quickly. Later today, what you'll want to do. Here's the alert section where you'll see all my alerts. This is the spy put trade from yesterday. Later, what you'll want to do is you'll scroll down to the live section. I'm not on there live now, and you'll click live stream. Okay, you'll click live stream and I'll be there later on. The Beast receives funding to evaluate. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you, man. Ah, coffee's so good. All right, let me write that down. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and add that to the list here. Funding to evaluate inhaled monoclonal. All right, cool beans, perfect. Okay, so we got that one down. We need some more out here, so let's see what else we got out here. Let's take a look at some of these scans. Okay, so on the trade idea scan, guys, here's my trade idea scanner. NSECGLPG, very light volume. I'm noticing that there's a lot of light volume here in pre-market. That usually is indicative of a choppy session. So really light volume there, not a good sign. UBS, Paul. Yeah, see, look, no volume. There's no volume. You know, based off the chart, there's your level you would like to be over. You have this previous pivot there. There. Look at all this resistance at that level. And it got over, it's trying to hold it. You want to see it get over and hold that level, that's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and take a peek at Tesla. Tesla had earnings yesterday. God, that coffee's so good. Tesla had earnings yesterday, guys. They had good earnings as expected. I believe Elon had mentioned yesterday that during the call that they think supply constraint issues are going to still be a problem for them, of course, like every other business. So maybe that's why the stock's not rallying huge. Also, I think those earnings were baked in because everybody knew the delivery numbers already. Earlier this month, those were released. So I think those earnings were already kind of baked in. So I think Tesla might even sell off a little bit. Who knows? Depends on that 10-year treasury yield as well. We'll have to take a peek at that one. But yesterday, this was the trade that I talked about in chat. That pulled back into VWAP right there, 9 AMA area. That would have worked out beautifully. But the options, the implied volatility was insane. You're talking about those options there were like $43. 43 bucks. It was insane. So I let it go. I let it go and I didn't trade it. And then you had that nice move there. Would have worked out nicely. You know, those options went from 43 to like 49 bucks, but it wasn't worth the risk. So on Tesla today, I mean, you want to see it hold. It's like the SPY right now. It's in the middle of the range, so it kind of sucks. It could be choppy. You'd like to see it get up over 940 and hold that as support for a move back into the mid 960s. So Tesla, another thing, and this is not gonna, morning Ricardo. This is not isn't that good for anybody that swung Tesla calls or Tesla puts and you didn't put on something like an iron condor or something? The reality is that the premium is going to be sucked out of this Tesla because Tesla did nothing. It did nothing. And the implied volatility on those options yesterday was insane. It was insane. So these people are going to open the morning today. They're going to see their calls or their puts, and they're going to be destroyed. The value on those contracts are going to be annihilated because of that implied volatility. So definitely something to keep an eye on today on Tesla. See if it can break and hold that 940 area. So Tesla, good earnings. Watching to see if the 940 area can hold support for a move back into the mid 960s. Yes, the mid 960s. The mid to low 960s. Paul, you haven't graduated to options trading? You know that the DTC Pro program has all my courses always, and we have the options. We have the options course there, right? That one has, they all have quizzes and exams. Here you go. Okay, so we got SPY, we got Tesla on there. Let's take a look at some of these scans again. ARDS still on there. There's no volume on any of these other names. Man, there's just such light volume across the board, guys. Such light volume in pre-market today. My God. It's like everyone's like, I don't know what to do today. Wow. Everything's stuck either in the middle of a channel or has extremely light range, light volume. Extremely light volume. This is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack today. Guys, Rivian, you might be able to watch this $60 zone. See if that holds support for a move back towards like mid 60s, 65 to 68. Rivian watching for the $60 area to hold support for a move potentially back towards 65 to 68 area. So we got a few there on watch. It seems like, I don't know about you, but tell me if you're seeing something else. It seems like a very quiet pre-market session across the board. SPY, small caps, large caps. It seems like everything is stuck in the middle of a range or has extremely light volume. Yeah, man, maybe, Paul. It just seems like everything's so light volume. I did so well on the SPY puts yesterday. I don't want to give too much profit back in case things get choppy today, so I'm going to be really careful. Typically, I always wait 15 minutes to 30 minutes basically after the bell to take my first trade. I wait for patterns to develop, so the bell rings. I'm not out there hitting hotkeys trying to get into things, to scalping for 7 cents like some people on YouTube will teach you. I wait. Hell, yesterday I waited all day. I didn't take my first trade until 2:50 p.m. off the back of Jerome Powell's Q&A session. So I'm a very patient trader in that aspect, and I wait for patterns to develop. Typically speaking, my first trades don't come until 9:40, 9:45 a.m. But even today feels like I might sit on my hands a little bit longer to see what direction, if any, this market wants to take today, because it might just be a consolidation day. This market hasn't had a chill day in a while. It might be tired. Nah, Paul. No playing the piano, man. Yeah, Paul. Oh my God, I got 2 Pauls in here. Yeah, Paul, super quiet. Diego, you feel the same? Yeah, man. Poolman732 says, good morning, Jesse. Good morning, my man. I am focused on stocks, but when you start typing so fast, it blows my mind how you can talk and type at the same time. Good job. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You should see it though in live in the Discord. Like yesterday, I was here like, watch, I'm gonna read. Here's my alert. Here's my alerts, guys. Okay. So yesterday, why is this highlighted in blue? Yesterday, I was on here and I was like, watch, I'm gonna type it here in the watch list. I was like, guys, I'm gonna be looking at the SPY put options, and I was like, it's gonna be high risk, long starter, SPY put option, 437 strike, and I was just like that. And then you get I have this mechanical keyboard, you know, because it's all like really nice and has LEDs and whatnot. Look, I purposely bought it a little bit expensive so I don't break it when I get mad at the stock market or myself. And you hear that click, 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 click. My business partner, Jonah, which is a site admin at the daytraderchatroom.com, he hates the sound of it. So I'm like, oh, you know what? That's just an extra bonus now. I get to annoy you. All right, guys. So we got ARDS, Tesla, Rivian on the watch list. Right now, it doesn't look the greatest. It doesn't look the greatest. Guys, remember yesterday I mentioned in the Discord, I said, guys, if you don't want to play the SPY puts that I'm going to play because maybe it feels a little bit too aggressive or maybe the implied volatility is too much on them, you just don't feel comfortable in them, something that's going to be a little bit more slower would be a short on Facebook under 300. Look at the move you would have gotten there. It would have been, you know, much, much more like gradual. It's not a huge move. You probably wouldn't have made the same amount of money, but it would have been a lot less risky. And look at the nice move you would have gotten on Facebook yesterday for that short. Angles de Leon. What is a hit and seller? I have no idea. I don't know what that's referring to. I feel like I'm at a spelling bee. Put it in a sentence for me. Maybe I can figure it out. What trading software am I using? Well, I use Street Smart's Edge from Charles Schwab to trade. That's my broker. This is TC2000. I use it for charting. This down here are my trade idea scanners. All right, and I always have a 15% off coupon code for all my subscribers on those. I'll post it here in case anyone's interested. Oh, maybe Paul. Paul Cabrera says maybe hidden seller is what Engels meant. Engels, if that's what you meant, a hidden seller. So a hidden seller is really simple. You know, when you have your level 2, you can see your market makers there and the orders that are out. A hidden seller would be in there and you would not see it. But however, you can tell because on your time and sales, let's say a stock is selling on time and sales at $4.50 and you just see 450, 450, 450, 450, 450, 450. But you don't see that 450 order on the level 2 being fulfilled. You just see it on the time and sales. Boom, you're hidden seller. Yeah, I'm going to start having to use y'all's... Look at all three of you together there. Paul Cabrera, Paul Nunya, and Paul J. I don't even know what Paul I'm talking to anymore. I'm going to have to just start going by your last names. That's funny. All right, guys. So ARDS, Tesla, Rivian is what I have so far on the watch list here. I don't like anything on these scans. On the TC2000 scans, everything is light volume. On the trade idea scans, everything's light volume. Not a whole lot going on this morning here. All right, just in, U.S. economy expanded at 6.9%, annualized rate topping expectations. GDP ramped up in the final months of 2021 with still solid consumer spending helping stoke growth and offset early negative impacts from the spread. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing else. So, okay. So, yeah, 6.9%. So, top end is what it came in. Hop on over here. It's within expectations. That is just probably going to make today even that much more choppier. At least that's what it's all reading like at this point. Looks like it might be a scanner day. We haven't had scanner day in a long time. Scanner day is when we just sit and watch those scanners flip through charts, waiting to see if something is going to get hot. So I'm putting here scanners. I send this list out to Jonal, and then he emails it to everyone. So remember, if you're not on the email list for the watch list, you can sign up right here for free. All right, so let me check XLNX. Oh. Check this out, guys. Let me bring this press release out here. So okay, so AMD gets clearance from China for $35 billion purchase of Xlink, which is XLNX. So that's what's happening here. AMD was expected to close its $35 billion purchase of Xlnx in 2021. It was announced in October 2020, and late December, the company said they expected to close the deal in the first quarter of 2022. So that's what's going on here. AMD shares fell 2.7 to 107. Man, if I can get AMD to come back down here to 99, I'm gonna pick some more up in the retirement account. Okay, so that's what's going on there. No changes, guys. Do you have anything new that you have? Maybe you're putting on your list. We can put it on ours together, because right now we just got the 3. We just got the 3 going on there. Let's take a look at Roblox. Damn it. So Roblox just trickling on upward a little bit. You know what? Maybe Facebook, since it's been so weak. Watch and see if 300 holds resistance. Watching to see if the $300 area continues to hold resistance for a drop back down towards the mid 280s. On the flip side, if 300 holds support, watch for a move back towards 310 area. Yeah, DWAG's trying to hold those 66s. DOYU. So DOYU. Let's see here. Well, this one's already made a pretty big move here, and then it took most of it back, consolidating sideways. You know, that 50-day moving average could be a problem. You definitely want to see it hold at least these 220s. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left here before we hop on over to the Discord. And then, you know, I'll put the final touches on the watch list. I'll send it into Jonal. He'll go ahead and put it out and send it to everyone on the newsletter list so you can get the watch list sent in. Then around 9:20, I'll be live on the microphone in the Discord in the stream section. We'll go over the pre-market plan. We'll go over really quickly yesterday's trade. Which was that banger 85% gainer on the SPY put options in the afternoon. And then we'll see what happens today. Typically, guys, what I do in the Discord, just so you're aware, in case you're new or you haven't heard me say it, I haven't said it in a while. I trade all morning, meaning I'm live on the mic, flipping through charts. If there's something I'm going to trade, I put the alert out. I always say it before on the mic, levels I'm eyeing, stuff like that. Basically live trading commentary. And then around 11, 11:30, depending on the action, depending on the action. I'll stop that, and then I go into recaps, live recaps, and live lessons on the morning. Okay, and then from there around 12 we break off into lunch, and then lunch is 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. And then at 2 p.m. I hop back on the mic. We go over afternoon scans. We look for afternoon setups. Let me show you what an afternoon setup looks like typically. And then that way you can kind of be familiar. Afternoon setups don't happen all the time. Afternoon setups typically look like this. You have a stock that was strong, made a nice push in the morning, and then spent all lunchtime, meaning 12 to 2 basically, trading sideways, consolidating above key points. And then coming out of lunch after 2 p.m. starts to get a little influx of volume, a little pop, and then you get round 2 continuation going into the afternoon. So we look for that. If they're out there, you know, I'll trade it if it's out there. If it's not, then I'll let it go. We really haven't seen afternoon setups in quite a while. It really has been the SPY and large cap show for a while here this month, and it's mainly been to the downside. So we'll see. Yes, of course I short. As a matter of fact, the shorting course comes out this month. It's already done. Jonal, site admin, is just putting the final touches and then putting it up on the dashboard section for the DTC Pro members. So yeah, of course. I mean, remember, even trading put options, that's in essence a short because you're taking advantage of a downside move on the stock. If you don't have shorts to borrow, you can buy put options and take advantage of the same exact move. So I've shorted stocks like Tesla before, right? And somebody else could have bought puts for the same exact chart setup. Or I buy puts on Tesla because Tesla's obscenely expensive. I was shorting and buying Tesla shares, you know, when it was at $400, $500, $600, $700 a share. But now I just buy or buy puts or buy calls on it. But it's the same thing. Now, what time is it? Wow, that's a big move. That's a big move. Yeah, this level right here on now, if it starts to hold that support zone, oof, that old support zone. Look at this. Nice eye, Umberto. Guys, Umberto is our swing trade moderator over at the daytraderchatroom.com. In the Discord, my man always posting tonnage of trade ideas. Look at this level at 542, 543, guys. That's a good eye, my man. Turned resistance. If it can get up and over that level and hold support, you definitely have to keep that one on watch. Good eye. Yeah, of course. Ingalls, of course. It's just like anything. You buy it and you can sell it. Like right away, whenever you want. Whenever you want. Hey guys, do me a quick solid before we go. We got 29 likes, 37 viewers on here. Do me a quick solid. Hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously. Let's see if we can get that like button up there towards that 35, 40 zone. Hit that like button for me. Helps out tremendously. Lets me also know that you guys finding value in the content provided inside the live stream and obviously in my channel. So it goes out. It goes a long way. It really does. Angles, my pleasure. And this is exactly what I do all day in the Discord, guys. This is exactly what I do. So like people ask questions, I answer them. And that's apart from the live trading, of course. Thank you. Appreciate it. Whoa, that was fast, guys. I just looked up and we're already 35 likes. Nice. You people are awesome, man. You guys are the true MVPs today. That's for sure. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Believe me. Look, I don't like asking for likes any more than I like saying, hey, sign up for the DTC Pro and join so you can go through the courses and get educated. Because the reality is, I make my money with my businesses, my real estate, and my trading. I don't make any money with DTC stuff because we're just new. We're just growing. And we started it because the reality is I'm tired of seeing so much misinformation, so much nonsense about, oh, here at 9:30 in 1 second, try to scalp 7 cents with 15,000 shares. Everybody blowing up their accounts left and right. And then my business partner was like, bro, let's just do it. And I was like, okay, man. We'll do it. The good thing is that he runs the business. I just trade. That's what I like to do anyways. Guys, check it out, daytraderchatroom.com. Any last minute questions? Otherwise, I'm going to put the final touches on the watch list, and then I'm going to jump on over to the Discord so I can go live there with the team and start going over everything for the morning session with us. All right. If there are not any more questions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting ready to sign off and go over to that. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't stream Fridays right now. Ever since I started the stream, we were like floating 10, 15, 10, 20 people. Then it was 20, 25 people, then 25, 30. Now we've gotten to the point where we're usually around 30 to 40 viewers on here, and I'm super thankful for you guys. The moment we start getting into that 90, 100 zone, I'm going to start streaming on Fridays, and I'll be Monday through Friday. For now, I'm taking Fridays off to kind of refresh and take a break in the morning, but as soon as we get to that range, we'll start streaming on Mondays. So if you can, help me out. Start sharing the stream. Start telling your friends on social media, hey, come join us tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Monday morning when we're streaming. Share the link. Tell your friends, hey, come join us. Get some good information. And then once we get to that 100 zone, we'll go ahead and start streaming on Fridays. All right? Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. So, guys, stay safe today, okay? Stay safe today. Stay to your plans. Do not hold bags. Stick to your stop losses. Be careful. I think it might start off a little bit choppy today, so be really careful. Keep an eye out for the chop. Could be a choppy inside day for the SPY in the overall market, and we'll see what happens there. But so far, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 tickers to watch. And that's about it, and it might stay that way. It might be a little bit choppy, all right? So stick to your plans and be safe out there today. It could be, like I said, it could be a little bit choppy, all right? I'll catch you all on Monday.